the Atlanta Falcons kicked off the 2019 offseason by placing the franchise tag on defensive tackle Grady Jarrett. According to Brison of CBS Sports, the Falcons and Grady Jarrett are far apart on terms of a new contract. He also believes there is a good chance that Grady will hold out if he doesn't receive the long-term contract that he desires. Take a look at the article for yourself here. Now that Grady Jarrett is under the franchise tag, he will command a salary of $15.57 million. The entirety of his 2019 salary will count against the Atlanta Falcons cap should the team be unable to work out a long deal with Jarrett. This is problematic for the team, as it will restrict the front office's ability to sign a high-level free agent. The contract extension that star quarterback Matt Ryan signed last offseason kicks in this year. His cap number was scheduled to increase from $17.7 million in 2018 to $22.8 million in 2019. However, just recently, Matt Ryan adjusted his contract to receive more of his money up front in a signing bonus. This move saved the Falcons $7 million. The Atlanta Falcons also cut former starting right tackle Ryan Shredder. Shredder, who played college ball at Valdosta State University in South Georgia, lost his starting job to Tyson Brilo late last season. He was cut with a post-June 1st designation, allowing Atlanta to save nearly $6.5 million in cap space. Atlanta has used the savings from the aforementioned moves to shore up a few spots on the offensive side of the roster. Guards James Carpenter and Jamin Brown are the most notable players signed in free agency. They certainly add size to the team, but I questioned whether they are truly an upgrade performance-wise in this article. Backup tight end Luke Stocker is another addition to the offense. He adds versatility with the ability to double as a fullback. Kid Anderson of ATL All Day covered the signing here. Kejon Barner adds speed and depth at the running back position and gives the Dirty Birds another option in the return game. Additionally, the Falcons resigned their own incumbent free agents, such as right tackle Tyson Brilo, wide receiver Justin Hardy, tight end Logan Powelson and quarterback Matt Schaub. Defensively, the Atlanta Falcons have not done much besides retaining a couple their own free agents. The team has resigned defensive end Steven Means and linebacker Bruce Carter. They also decided to honor the $12.8 million fifth-year option on edge rusher Vic Beasley, a move I called a mistake in this article. Paying Beasley is the other major reason Atlanta is struggling to find cap space this offseason. The return of injured players such as free safety Ricardo Allen and strong safety Keanu Neal, along with a full season of Deion Jones, should help the Dirty Birds' defense return to top 10 form, despite the lack in free agent reinforcements. The fact that most of the few free agent dollars that club had were spent on offense furthers speculation that Atlanta could spend the majority of its 9 draft picks on the defensive side of the football. General manager Thomas Dimitroff attempted to quiet that speculation by saying that all positions are still in play for the Atlanta Falcons in the 2019 draft. Kelsey Conway, an AtlantaFalcons.com reporter, has the story here. She quotes Dimitroff as making this statement about the draft. At the Georgia Bulldogs Pro Day, we need to continue to build our depth and our youth. We'll continue to look at both sides of the offensive and defensive line as we go into the draft, and of course many other positions we need. According to OverTheCap.com, the Atlanta Falcons only have just over $4.7 million in cap space. And the $6.45 million saved from cutting Ryan Shredder, and the Atlanta Falcons have around $11.2 million in room. That's just north of the $8.1 million that Spotrac.com is speculating that the team will need to sign their draft class. The Falcons could always go over the cap now and make additional cuts later to get under the cap, should they be unable to clear cap space by signing Grady Jarrett. The problem with that strategy is there are very few players left for Atlanta to cut that would offer savings while not incurring a large amount of dead money against the cap. the team should also be concerned with releasing players that would create another hole that needs to be filled. Mohamed Sanu is the best example of that. Releasing him would save $6.25 million against the cap and cost Atlanta only $1.4 million in dead money. Yet Mohamed Sanu is too important to the Atlanta Falcons as a possession receiver. He is also a great blocking wide receiver in the run game, as well as the screen game. Additionally, Sanu was Atlanta's best short yardage running option last season, in a special package in which he played quarterback. That leaves guard Brandon Fusco, who suffered a broken ankle last year, as the best option left to be released for cap reasons. Fusco is expected to compete for a starting job at guard against the new acquisitions. Releasing him only offers a minimal savings of $3 million, while costing the team $1.8 million in dead money. One solution could be for the team to sign wide receiver Julio Jones to a contract extension. Owner Arthur Blank has previously said that Jones will be a Falcon for life. It is well known that Jones wants a new contract, after his holdout and subsequent contract adjustment last offseason. According to Michael Shapiro of Sports Illustrated, the Atlanta Falcons and Julio Jones are closing in on a contract extension. There are still some household names remaining on the free agent market. Defensive standouts such as Ndamukong Suh, Ezekiel Ansah, Eric Berry, Jamie Collins, Mohamed Wilkerson, Derek Morgan, and Adrian Clayborn are all still available. Morgan and Berry are from the state of Georgia, and Clayborn is a former Atlanta Falcons player. Connor Orr of Sports Illustrated wrote this article on the remaining free agents available. Signing a veteran edge rusher should be of the utmost importance for the Falcons, with the departure of Bruce Irvin to the division rival Carolina Panthers. Pass rusher Vic Beasley has always played much better when a veteran pass rusher is in the locker room to mentor him. Next, Atlanta Falcons, Julio Jones best catch from every season. If Atlanta Falcons want to add more impact veteran free agents, agreeing to terms with Grady Jarrett is the best way to accomplish that. Hopefully the rumors of Jarrett wanting a contract similar to Los Angeles Rams star Aaron Donald are false. Should they be true, the Atlanta Falcons and Grady Jarrett could be headed for long negotiations and a potential holdout. If the Falcons' front office is to maximize the salary cap space it has to work with to build the best possible roster for 2019, signing star defensive tackle Grady Jarrett to a long-term contract extension that lowers his cap number is a task that must be completed.